All right, well, we have pre-release Friday. We have the crew of Indy, and Colt over there somewhere. I just got back from doing a bunch of claw struck shooting, so I'm not sure I'm going to be totally prepared for Amonkhet pre-release tonight, but I figured I would vlog it just the same. I've got some editing to do, I've got some unboxings to do, I've got some day job stuff to do, and then I'll get ready for Amonkhet pre-release. Good luck, everyone. Let's have some fun today. I can't find my basic land pack, so now I have to spend a little time pre-sleeving your lands. Pre-sleeving your lands for pre-release is one of the things I see most new players forget to do, and one of the best things you can do. Why is it that important? Well, if you've ever been to a pre-release, there's a huge mad rush to the land basket or bucket or whatever normally, and it takes a lot of time if you're going to sleeve your deck to sleeve your lands. It takes a lot of time to stand in line and get the lands you need. This is all time that veterans such as myself or anyone else who remembered to pre-sleeve their lands are spending refining their decks. You only get a few minutes to build your decks in pre-release, and a lot of times you're reading the cards, you're sorting their cards, you're trying to do the best you can, and you really don't want to be spending 10 minutes sleeving cards. So if you are going to sleeve your deck, I highly recommend pre-sleeving your lands. It will save a ton of time, and it will give you a very real advantage over your competitors in a timed event like this. A lot of people ask how many. I actually do about exactly 20 of each, in case for some strange reason I was playing some sort of monocolor deck. Now, no matter what happens, I have enough. And always remember, you need to use the same sleeves, right? So I sleeved everything in one kind of sleeve, and now I will bring these for my playables. Part of the everyday schedule is finding time to shoot videos. And even though today is pre-release day, I've got to talk about a new Magic set. I've also have to do some unboxings, so the work doesn't quit. Still looking to prepare for the pre-release, but for now, we work. What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from MTG headquarters, and we're going to talk a little bit about Iconic Masters. So I'm kind of going through a couple of pre-release guides, since I didn't normally. The process of me making my pre-release guide is kind of how I prepare for pre-release, but this time around it's already late in the afternoon on pre-release day. It definitely seems like it's going to be a slower format. In addition to that, it seems like flyers and evasive creatures are an ultra premium that trying to offset the fact that removal is at a premium. So I may try to play a few more tricks than normal to try and win some of these ground stall battles. Spells that give like multiple creatures an ability, like +1/+1 and untap, things like that, to try to win some of these stalemates that tend to happen in sealed. But this particular sealed format seems like it's really going to be slow. Originally I thought Naya was going to be the best color combination, but again, as with any sealed, I think I'm going to play the best 3-color synergy that I possibly can with this set, is what I think my plan is going to be. But as with anything, we won't know until I open the pack. So I'm gonna keep prepping. To depart for the pre-release, it's like 11:30. It takes about 25 minutes to get there, so I'm gonna take off. I spent a little time thinking about how I'm gonna denote the -1/-1 counters. And I actually found some Pokemon die that have a different symbol on each one of them. So I'm gonna use that rather than use these, you know, the cutouts or whatever. I'm going to a high stakes pre-release, which is basically like 50 bucks. And if you go 3-0, you win a box. So the advantage there for me is that it ends earlier, which is nice being old. And I've got a playoff basketball game tomorrow to go to. And then I've got, you know, the editing of the vlog. So generally what happens is if I lose in the first round, it's probably a quick 1-1 drop or a 1 drop. The ideal scenario is that you go 2-0 and then you split with another 2-0 in the last round. You both take 18 packs and everyone gets home by 3 a.m. That's ideal. But again, as long as I have fun, that's kind of the only important thing. So let's get on our way to pre-release.
You would be nice that I forgot to live my life. Such a people pleaser. Now I see I wasted so much time. Yes, they like me. They expect me to be there at a drop of a dime. Well, I changed my mind.
I got it.
There's 3 cards.
Nailed it.
Two cartouches.
I got your black legendary. I don't even care. Pretty. That's actually
Just so everyone knows, if you bring a friend to a standard magic event that hasn't been in there when we do the DCI, you will get one of those water land flash. We're taking away at the open house, which we did, but if you bring a friend in, you will get one. The service? Wow.
Yeah, I got a dual. Oh, that's cool. Is it?
Yeah, dual cards are good.
Zoinks!
Oh, what's this? What's this card? Hey! Who's this?
I can't tell what the hell it is.
Oh, baby!
I can't stop it.
Yeah. You got a pretty guy.
Whoa, he got a bird. You get to decide what that is.
Running white today, boys. 2 foils and invocation. It's really good. Strong.
I like 3 red cartouches.
Whatever, I got foil white guy.
Hey, look, I got another one.
Yeah, got a rare.
Hold on.
Look, I got fucking hard. Yeah, I know, this was like not doing bad stuff. Hey, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, 25.
I gotta get rid of some cards. What's she doing? That's 27 right now. I'm doing a 24-16. Yeah, whatever you're not using them.
Okay, my deck is nearly all flyers, so we're going to see how it does. I have a couple of stall tactics, a couple of the tap-down artifacts and tap-down cards to buy me time, but I figure basically if my opponent doesn't have flyers, I'm just going to probably win, unless they blow me out early. I have a lot of stuff that I can trade with early, but my deck's mostly aggressive, so ultimately we're going to see how it turns out. But again, with these high stakes pre-releases, you got to win your first 2 matches. So my plan is to stall and fly over the top. I think my deck has 13 flyers or something. It's a lot, but maybe I overdid it. My 3-drops are, I'm pretty wide on my 3-drops, but my 4, 5s, and 6s are all beefy flyers. So we'll see how we do. We got some time before the first round, so I'm just chilling outside, staying non-sweaty. Well, just finished up and we split 2-0-1. Very kind opponent in the final round. I was glad I didn't get paired up against the dude that was like, I come to win, and didn't want to split. The guy did want to split, and very cool dude. And so we each got half a box, and also a mystery box that we also split that had like an $11 rare, and then a foreign pack of shadows, and then I think a foil Amonkhet land. So I took the land in the pack, and he wanted the single, and so everybody was good. I gave him my deck box and playmat. A great event run by Game Universe. Always, it's 3 o'clock in the morning right now, and I'm gonna head home and offload this footage and open up these packs for you as well, because I figured that would be a nice little end to the video as well, instead of putting it in a separate video or whatever. Although maybe I will put it in a separate video because this one will probably be pretty long. So overall, interesting format. Embalm didn't really do it for me. I ran Embalm, but it was just, what I had for the cards. And then the 1/1 counter strategy seemed very strong if you had the right cards. And I didn't run into anything that crazy. I mean, I only played 3 rounds, so I don't have a strong opinion of the format. The brick counters and embalm tokens and all this stuff, exhausted, whatever, it felt fine for pre-release. It's a little gimmicky for me, in general, but overall I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if I'd want to see that kind of stuff in standard, see little paper tokens on everything and all this bologna sausage, but interesting, like the 2-drop white card that becomes a 2-drop 3/1 that becomes a 4/3 or something like that, or 4/4 with lifelink if you exhaust it, was very strong. I thought I'd see more like Naya exhaust decks, but I didn't see any, really. Most of the stuff I saw were running the counters, but I had a great time. It's 3 in the morning. I'll get home around 4, offload the footage, and then maybe we'll do another one on Sunday if I have time. It's really gonna depend if I get all my chores done tomorrow, because Mrs. HQ's got quite a honey-do list for me, so maybe I'll just get home, get to bed, and then do my chores in the morning so I can play another pre-release on Sunday. If I do, this will be part 1 of 2, or I'll put them both together. But overall, great time. Just happy to see all of you live tweeting me your pulls, so keep that coming. That was a lot of fun. And let's get home. Meow, 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 meow. I'm gonna actually have a a side rant about tryhards at pre-release, because you know, that dude probably is fine, but had an interesting interaction with somebody who rebuffed my offer to split in such a way that was so off-putting that I was not amused. I don't know how you cater to these tryhards that show up at pre-release and just want to gobble up all the prize packs. Pre-release is supposed to be a time to bring in new players, but you don't want to exclude competitive players. So I don't know what you do about that, but boy, if I wasn't like a strong, confident individual, that guy would have, instead of me snarking right back to him about how it's a casual event, you know, maybe I never would have showed up again, because it would have felt so bad to have such a guy be such a douche. But I think that's going to be a separate rant, so look out for that next week. Milwaukee band, Maritime. Homegrown. Met a fan too. What's up, my man? Gave him some of my sleeves. Sorry it had to be so quick. I was just trying to get out the door. But I appreciate you saying the nice things, and I hope you won your final round, bud. I'm gonna be long in bed, dreaming of foil mythics.